Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making chicken Alfredo and I'm going to show you how to make it. So before you start, here's some things you're going to need. Okay, so before you start cooking, you're always going to need an apron. You can see I have this beautiful cupcake one. And you're going to need to put your hair up. And of course, you're going to need to wash your hands because it is Corona season. Here are the ingredients you will need. You are going to need noodles, and these can be any kind of noodles. They can be pasta noodles. They can, well, all noodles are pasta, right? They can be spaghetti noodles. They can be shells. I have shells. And you're going to need 16 fluid ounces of heavy whipping cream. You're going to need, here in this beautiful bowl, I have 1 tablespoon Italian seasoning and 1 tablespoon minced garlic, and I have 2 teaspoons of salt. And you're going to need 5 ounces of Parmesan cheese, and then a stick of butter, and then you're going to need chicken, any amount of chicken. It depends on how much chicken you really like. And then you're going to need 2 pots. One should be smaller than the other pot, and then you're going to need something that you use to cook your chicken in, and yeah. Okay, so I already have water boiling for the pasta. I'm gonna put it in there in a few more seconds. It's still not bubbling up how I want it. So first I'm going to put in the butter. I'm gonna put in 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to turn on the heat because why wouldn't we do that? Okay, and then you're gonna wait for the butter to melt. Oh, I forgot to say you need 2 spoons. It doesn't have to be a wooden spoon. I like wooden spoons, but. So you're gonna melt the butter, wait for it to melt. Might take a little bit since mine is frozen. Well, not frozen, but it's been in the fridge. So, oh, and you're gonna want it at like medium heat. You're not gonna want it too hot, but, and I'm gonna wait for that to melt. All right, my butter is melted now, so I'm going to add my heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put the whole thing in. Just pour it in there, and then you're gonna stir it, combine it, and then you're gonna wait a little bit for the next step, which will be adding the Parmesan cheese. So you're gonna stir it for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, just combine the butter and the heavy whipping cream. And now it's time to add the Parmesan cheese, so I'm just gonna dump that in there. I only cut like a small hole in the thing, so. Okay, dump that in there, and then you're gonna stir this in until all the cheese is melted. And that's gonna take a little while. It usually takes me like 5 minutes till all the cheese is completely melted. You want to keep stirring, otherwise the cheese will burn and stick to the bottom of the pot. So this part is kind of boring. So sit here and stir the sauce. All right, so my cheese is still melting. I just realized I had it in super low heat, so it wasn't really melting. So I put my chicken in the oven, and it's not even close to being done. Just put it in there. It's gonna take about 30 to 45 minutes to finish, so just keep stirring, stirring, and stirring, and stirring, and stirring, and stirring. So if your pan is doing this, you need to turn down your heat because that means it's way too hot. So I'm going to turn down the heat, and you need to check the bottom of the pan, make sure there's no cheese stuck to it. If there's cheese stuck to it, it's gonna be really hard to clean. Did I turn up my heat? Oh yeah, I did that. No, wait. No, I turned it down. I'm smart. Anyways, so make sure there's no cheese stuck to the bottom of the pan. And yeah. All right, so now all my cheese is melted, so I can add my mixture of seasoning. You don't have to do it beforehand. You don't even have to measure it out. Really, it's just I do it by sight. So just dump in your seasoning and stir that into the sauce. Your sauce, it's going to be thin right now, so you want to wait to take it off the heat till it's thick. It means it's stirred enough and it's ready. So you can move this to the back burner and put the noodles up front and start focusing on those. You need to still keep stirring this so the cheese doesn't stick, but you can put it on the back burner. So I guess I should put out there that the Italian seasoning and the garlic are optional. Some people just put salt in it, and it's fine like that. The garlic is more needed than the Italian seasoning, I guess. It's just fine without Italian seasoning, but the garlic does help spice it up a lot. So just gonna put that out there. If you don't have Italian seasoning, and a lot of people don't keep minced garlic in their house, but yeah. Waiting, you could also spy on your parents. Hi, Dad. There's Mom. You can see her legs. Hi, Mom. I wonder what they're talking about. No, I can't. There's this really cool looking wood Alright, so it's been about 7 minutes and my sauce is still pretty thin. And my noodles aren't quite done. They're still getting there. They're a bit more soft than before, but they're not quite there yet. Our chicken, yeah, it looks the exact same. Maybe it's different on the bottom, but we're still gonna put it on the chicken. Alright, check back in with you in about 5 minutes. My sister's taking a bath. I don't know what she's saying. I think she's talking in an accent. I can hear this all the way from the kitchen. These noodles look weird. They'd look better if they were covered in cheese. Anyways, checking back in. Noodles, almost done. This is still thin. If you like run it against this, like you can see that it's thin. So it's not quite done yet. I have it on super low heat. Can barely see the flame. So that's probably why it's not getting super thick. And the chicken, there's a little bit of progress there. It's getting whiter, but not quite yet. So we still have a bit longer to go. And then we can put it all together. Noodles. Pour it in the strainer. Oh, there's a lot of noodles in there. Okay. Okay. Ooh, there's noodles falling out. That's fine. Too many noodles to fit in the strainer. It's probably too many noodles in the first place. Kashi, say hi. Ace, say hi.
You're filthy.
Are you filthy? She called you filthy. You are, you. It's kind of sad. I named them all though, so it's fine. The reasons they're stuck together, they're probably married. Alright, now I'm gonna put them down the garbage disposal. Bye guys. Alright, now I'm gonna add the noodles into the Alfredo. Put the pan in the sink. See, Mom, I do rinse my dishes off. And then you're gonna stir it in. And you're gonna want a little bit of heat on for this. And just stir it. And wait for the chicken to be done. How does it look so far?
I think it looks nice.
And may I ask what you were singing in the bathtub? No answer, Soros?
No.
Come here. So you just taste tested. How do you think it tasted?
Good.
Alright, so I'm checking back in on the chicken. And it looks like it's almost done, but not quite.
Look at, I got a noodle.
Did you take that out of the garbage disposal? Where'd you take it out of? Rude.
But I rinsed it, so.
But you took it out of the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Don't get another. What are you doing?
I like a noodle. I can get another one with my hand, don't worry.
What is wrong? The chicken needs about 5 more minutes. So I'm going to set the timer.
In 5.
Can you not?
No, I can't. I want more noodles.
Alright, so now I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven. Looks pretty done. Take it out and I'm going to put it on the stove. Alright, now I'm going to cut it into strips. Alright, so now they're plated and ready to go. I think it looks good. I think I did a good job. Bree, what do you think?
It looks good, but you were missing one thing.
Forks. Okay, I'll check back in with you and you can see what the family thinks when they're done eating. Alright, Father, what did you think about the Alfredo?
I thought it was really good. It was nice and tasty. It had just the taste I was looking for tonight. I thought it was really good. I liked it.
Would you recommend this recipe?
I would recommend it to anybody.
Cool. Bree, what did you think of the Alfredo?
Good.
Okay, would you recommend this recipe?
Mm-hmm.
You're like eating. Mom, what do you think of the Alfredo? Would you recommend this recipe? Ace, you got to lick the bowl. What did you think of this recipe?
Was it good?
You think it is?
I thought it was good.
Oh. Okay, Cash, what do you think?
Lord.
I thought it was good.
Feed me.
I also thought it was good.